coming to you from Snowmageddon 2022. And that looks pretty and all, but this is ice. It's not very much snow, it's more ice. I don't know if you guys can see the side of my car. That is all ice. In Texas, we get made fun of a lot whenever storms like this come because we don't drive in it. The problem is we don't get snow, we get ice, and that makes it very dangerous. I think we got up to a half, 3/4 inch of ice last night, and on top of snow, so it's dangerous. Anyways, the boys are about to ride the four-wheel a little bit. Tobin's inside working. First time in 14 years that Tobin has been home with us during a snowstorm. He always used to work in the field. The boys have started the four-wheeler. And he's home, so exciting stuff.
Where's our stairs? It's one neutral.
I'm actually going to help the chickens out. I've put water out there for them this morning. I'm taking hot water out for them. They haven't come out of their coop. I don't really want to put water inside their coop because I'm scared they're going to, they could fall in it. But they're not coming out either, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I did was, y'all probably can't hear me because of the boys. I just put a pan in there, and I put like a water that you use for like chicks that has a little bitty lip on it. I'm doing that so they at least have water in their coop, and I put some food. I'd heard horror stories of people putting water in their coops and the chickens falling in it and freezing. So I at least need to get water in there, and that'll be fine. I'll be checking on them every couple hours, and I'll take it out tonight. I won't leave it in there, but it's literally like that much water. So I also didn't want them spilling it. So here's the other thing. This is the Silkies. Crazy. The Silkies net. It'll be a miracle if it doesn't break. It is so, it's just covered in ice. Ah! I broke one of them. Anyways, that'll be a miracle, and that was not fun to put on. So I'm gonna go put some water in with the Silkies. It is so cold out here. So I'm going back inside. The boys are outside doing their four-wheeler and all that fun stuff, and they're like, Mom, you can stay out here and watch me. I'm like, nope. I told Tobin this morning, that is the advantage of having older kids now. They can go out and play in the snow when it's really cold by themselves, and I don't have to go with them. Anyways, Tobin's actually working from home, so that's kind of a little bit, makes it a little bit tricky. The boys really want him to be outside playing with them, so he's got one more conference call, and then I think we're gonna go drive around, see what kind of trouble we can get into. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. what kind of trouble we can get into. Hopefully it's not dangerous trouble. Babe, are you nervous?
No.
Don't cry.
He's a professional driver. He said so himself.
Don't cry, it's not.
Are you in 4-wheel drive, babe?
I love the view. I really like the view. Yeah. Out my window. Guys, it's funny because you can't see
It looks like a lot of people have been out on the road.
A few. A lot of stuff is melting a little bit, but it's gonna freeze back up solid tonight.
Yeah. So, whoa, I forgot to zoom out. I'm not the best cameraman. So last year, as we're driving this, I remember I kind of had PTSD from last year because Tobin was working. He worked all last year during Snowmageddon, and he was on call.
I'm working this year, but
well, yeah, from home though. But like he was out in it. Like he physically had to leave the house and go work. He got called out in the middle of the night. One of the nights, didn't you?
a couple.
It was bad. Anyways, so I had to drive to my parents because my parents had water. We had no water. They got water back before we did, so I had to go over there and fill up for us to be able to water the chickens and things like that. But anyways, I had to drive Tobin's truck. And I'm 4'11". I know I look taller on camera, but I'm not. Everyone's laughing. See, I'm so funny.
Dying of laughter.
I mean,
I'm 4'4", so I'm like literally 5 inches shorter than her.
anyways, I had to drive Tobin's truck, and I don't drive in this weather. Anyways, as I was saying, I had to drive Tobin's truck, and I don't do well in this weather. And we got up to this point where we have to get off of our very less traveled road onto the main highway, and I didn't almost make it. My back tire slid, and
But you were driving a 4-wheel drive that you did not put in 4-wheel drive.
That
is minor details in this story.
No, so my dad goes, put it in 4 high, put it in, no, he said put it in 4 low. She put it in 2 low.
I don't have to drive this truck very often. I don't know the difference. We don't get this type of weather very often, so I wouldn't have to know any of that. Anyways, we made it safely to my parents last year. Right now, we're just driving around. Thankfully, Tobin's home, and he's doing the driving. As I said earlier, he's deemed himself a professional driver. I think he's also made himself his own badge. I'm not 100% sure. Did you make your own badge saying that?
I did. It's laminated.
It's laminated. He wears it around his neck on a lanyard. This is the spot. I know you can't see, but there's like a gradual incline, and of course, he made it up with no problem.
Because he's in 4 low mall.
I know.
Unlike you.
So it looks like, if you look, the trees look like they have snow on them, but that is in fact ice. Before the snow hit last night, like I told y'all earlier, we got probably 1/4 to 1/2 inch of ice underneath the snow. And that's what makes driving around here dangerous in Texas.
Yeah, this is all ice underneath the snow.
Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier to them, not to, don't let it fool you. We get made fun of in Texas because of how we drive. We don't drive when it snows. But there's Easton's school.
Cloudy with a chance of snow.
You can't tell where the road and the ditch ends.
I can show you.
No! My goodness.
Strand, or a piece of cable. That bottom piece is the actual coax wire that is sending service down through here, and all that stuff hanging there is lashing. They go across there and they lash it together where the two of them are held together. It should look like it does on the other side of the street over there.
So they're out of power?
No.
That's foam, I think.
So we're driving around on Tobin's lunch break, and for the company that he works for services the area that we live in. And we're driving, he's like, oh no, looky there. And he used big words, and then we found a problem with the cable, fibers, whatever, going across all the stuff he said. So he's still working. He doesn't actually get lunch break ever. Seems that way. You gonna help Easton?
You're not?
No.
Why? Read.
Be careful.
It'll be a cold ride.
I know.
Get super wet. Is your mom not coming out?
No, she came out. She waved and then I think she's getting her jacket. She's in her pajamas with no bra on. Oh, I said that on camera. I guess I gotta need to edit that part out. We came to my parents' house because their road has a big slope in it. So we're gonna see. I told my parents we were out here and you can see the windows open. She's not coming outside, it's too cold.
How are they not cold? Easton's getting it.
Okay, so we realized after we started to edit the video that we never closed out the video from the weather a couple weeks ago. So here I am in the future closing out a video from the past. Thankfully, we never lost our electricity during the snowstorm this time, or the ice storm really, because we had a lot of ice. More ice than it was actual snow. In fact, it took probably about 8 or 9 days for all the ice to completely melt, even though we got in the 70s a few days after the storm. It was mainly in the shaded areas and things like that, but yeah, so we all laughed and joked and said, you know, snow days and ice days are a lot better when you have electricity and heat. So we're thankful everything worked flawlessly this time when it came to the power grid, and we had a good time. It was fun to have Tobin home. The kids did a lot of playing outside. I think the second day they were outside on the four-wheeler playing with our neighbor for like, it was crazy. They had a really good time, so it's always fun. But we're thankful that we were all safe and warm. The next thing we want to show you guys is Easton had his final performance. And I know some of you have been following along on the journey of Easton and his theater performances. He was in a play, it was called The Pirate's Adventure, with a local theater company. He started practicing back in September, and they had their final production, their final play last week, and it was incredible. We had so much fun watching him do his thing. He's kind of been, you know, picking around and trying to find what his thing was over the last couple years, and I think he found it, and it was incredible watching him. He did such a great job. The whole kids, all of them did phenomenal. But we're going to show you a few clips from his performance. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm going to go ahead and close this video out, and then you guys can watch some of the clips. We want to thank you for all the support. You guys have been gracious to us and great to us, and we want to continue putting out videos for you guys. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm doing it backwards. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, ring the notification bell. There you go. You think after 2 years I would get better at saying that, but I don't. Anyways, here's the clips. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.
the open waters going, hey, we love the sea. We sail all night, we sail all day, ain't no place we'd rather be. We fight clean if we do, we die, hey, we love the sea. A big for a leg or a patch for a knot, ain't no place we'd rather be. We look up high and look down low, our treasure must be found. If danger finds us, we're ready to go, our swords will cut them down.
Dawkins? Yes, Captain? We've been sailing these seas for 19 moons and 21 suns, and we're no closer to land than we were the day we set sail.
But Captain, we've been following the map. I tell you, we're getting close.
And just how do you figure?
We've already been over Windtail's waters and made it through Murky Lake. We sailed past the Barrier Cove and journeyed through high tide. According to this map, we're almost there.
That doesn't sound too bad. Nice work, Dawkins. We'll reach the treasure soon enough. Smitty!
Reporting for duty, Captain.
The decks need mop and the heads are dirty and need to be cleaned.
You're right, Captain.
We'll get to cleaning.
Me? But Captain, I'm a top-notch sleep buccaneer. Cleaning toilets and scrubbing decks should not be a job of a fine pirate like me.
Smitty!
Yes, Captain.
We know what they want from us and we know what they'll do. If they come aboard, they'll clean us out and even take our food. We must fight and we must win. We cannot claim defeat. If the cannon's ready for attack, on the enemy, on the enemy. Ready? Fire! Smitty? Is that land I smell?
I sure hope so, Captain, because the crew has been eating awful lot of beans.
Land ahead, we've reached our destination!
I see trees, I see sand, I see a squirrel eating himself. Ugh.
Prepare for arrival. Sid, Lloyd,
Yes, Captain.
There's no time to spare. Unfurl the top sail and bend down the hatches to position 3.
Huh?
That means get to work, we're coming ashore.
Yes, sir. Our treasure's out there somewhere, Captain.
That treasure belongs to us pirates, not some silly kid. Now we'll sweep the decks.
But I want to be a pirate. Going on adventures, search for lost treasure, and dig up gold.
Worm, you're no pirate. I still remember the day we landed on your island.
I love this story. Everyone, the captain's gonna tell the story again. Come on.
There's a terrible fire that burnt down your village and took the lives of everyone in it, except yours. You were all alone. The second we landed on your island, you snuck aboard our ship. Charlotte, the one that found you.
You were so scared, so I picked you up in my arms, rocked you back and forth, and sang you this song. We won't stab you with our swords, we won't throw you overboard, we won't feed you to the sharks, we won't lock you in the dark.
All right, enough of this. You're just a village kid, Worm, but there ain't no prepare for arrival. There ain't no drop of pirate. Sorry, you're a village kid. There ain't no drop of pirate blood in ya. Real pirates? Why, of course we're real pirates. Arr! And what are you two scallywaggons? And what are you here for? We got.
He and I above your feet. By the time we ever have to come along with me. Man and sword, he county swung off the sail the road sea. Not a ship we would not rob. Pirates all are we.
Come sail the seas, skull and bones. I guarantee you'll sink to Davy Jones.
Gangway, me hardy men, grab your couplers, cause you're not. Ship trip ahoy, that says scurvy dog. Blowy winds the anchors away, a salty crew of bitches we. Come along and sail today, pirates all are we. Not a single piece. Redbeard, what are you doing?
Why, I'm tying up the ship. I figured I'd stay behind and do some spring cleaning.
No, Now that's what I call a fine pirate.
Captain, we followed the map, but we didn't find any treasure.
Let me see that map.
Oh, Pirate Billy!
How in the world did you get set free? I will never tell a soul. I made a pirate's oath to never reveal who set me free. If you told me, I'd grant you freedom. It was almost 3. All right, all you treasure-finding pirates, get up. Your siesta is over. Smitty and Dawkins, go clear trail the crip. Just go find the treasure.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And we'll meet up with you after we sing this jolly pirate song. A bunch of pirates look for gold. Will we be searching today? At treasure hunting we all will go. Oh, the treasure we'll find. Smakies ain't giving up this fight. We'll search for gold till the morning light. We won't give up till we can see that we got us the victory. Captain, we're back and we have bad news. What is it, Smitty?
We found where the treasure was buried.
Well, that's great news!
We were headed to Crooked Creek, and all of a sudden we came upon this big hole.
And we realized that that's where the treasure was buried. But someone done dug it up and took off with all the loot.
But how do you know the treasure was buried there?
Because this was in the hole.
All right, Redman, hand over me riches.
You have to fight me and when to get it.
Ha, fight you? I can fight better than you any day.
I can do anything better than you any day.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you
Yes, I
can't.
can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
can't.
can. Yes,
No,
yes,
you
yes, 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 yes.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can lead my whole crew better than you ever do.
I'm so much stronger. Hold the sword for longer.
I can lift 1,000 sails.
I can tell a whale of a tale. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
No, you can't. No way. What is this? A musical? All right, Redbeard. Draw your sword, you dirty scoundrel.
Let's fight!
Now, is it over? Did the captain win? Now, this is what I call fighting to the end. Sid, is it over? Did the captain win? Lloyd, you worry too much. I know, I get that from my father.
Whoa, yuck, that stench. Lloyd, was that you?
I know, I get that from my father too.
The captain won. I knew I should have listened to that voice inside my head. Since I'm feeling a little sentimental, I'm gonna let you two both go. But you have to be doing some chores for a little while, and I mean all of them. Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
Slave on the ocean. Couldn't get any worse.
And you'll have to be tied together. Yep, just got worse. Would y'all stay here for one last farewell? Of course.
All he loved was lads, Lee and I are both in your knee. Finest time we ever had, come along with me. And that shorty cowboy shovel on to sail the rolling seas. Not a ship we would not run, pirates all of we. Sailed the sea, and the skull
give autographs. So be sure and flip your programs to the back and grab all of them to get their autographs. Production of A Pirate Adventure. Be sure and sign up for our next session starting next month in March. We sure